Hello, storytelling right here. It's Thanksgiving week, Monday. I'm still working on my Kickstarter, still getting it finished. I'm on page like 60-ish or so. Whew, man. Of a Christian role-playing game, Dark Ages, 6th, 7th century Italy, northern Italy, Switzerland area, with the Germanic tribes coming in, and the Franks and the Huns are still residual around. So an amalgam of history in that period. But I'm trying to create content in a world. So I'm going to go to this map here, this thing here, and I have the town of Lugano, which is the biggest town in the area, and I've only got this 2-page spread. And I'm realizing that I think there needs to be a little bit more for this town. Now, this is a Christian role-playing game, so we have the best of both worlds, though, as a Christians. We can do nostalgic OSR, old school style role-playing game. I'm avoiding like fantastical fantasy and doing more sort of earthbound monsters or myths and legends and lore, because mainly for the Dark Ages one, because I want to have this church history sort of thing going where you spark some of interest in kids and brothers in Christ into learning about how the church really did change the world and church history and how that's being erased by pop culture and by the RPGs, and they're doing everything they can to remove Christianity and the church from what we have today, which is chivalry is almost dead, but chivalry created by Christians, romance created by Christians, the Magna Carta and creating equality, also democracy. I know they say, oh, democracy started in Greece. The Bible, Moses' father-in-law describes to him democracy in the Bible, in the Old Testament, right? And he creates a republic where you elect individuals. Now, guess who was in Greece 300 BC? 700 to 300 BC. Jews. They translated the Old Testament from Hebrew to Greek, the Septuagint or whatever. They did that back then because think about this. The Old Testament, the Jewish part of the Bible, was so sacred that they had so many rules on translating or copying it, that you couldn't translate it. It was very sacred, and they had to write it, it was very zealot, however they did it. So to translate it into Greek, that's a huge thing, and it had to actually really matter. Thusly, ergo, tons of Jews in Greece. And what did the Greeks do as pagans and sort of learning? They learned, obviously they learned about this because they had open forums where different religions could talk about their stuff. Remember in Athens they had that when Paul went there. You had open forums where you could talk about your faith and all that. So dang well that they learned about this democracy from the Bible, dudes. I will die with that on my grave. Well, not like that, but you know what I mean. That's so when they say that, oh yeah, Greeks invented democracy, BS, man. It came from the Bible. It came from God. And then the Greeks, of course, took that. And remember, the democracy back then started around 400 BC, maybe 300 BC, something like that. I mean, it's kind of hazy or whatever. I tried to look that up. But anyway, what am I talking about? Oh, making a town. Let's get back to here. Okay. So I want to do this town, and I realized that even though I have some stuff, it's not enough, right? I want more. I mean, there's definitely a lot of adventure going on in this around this town, but I realized we got, they finally get to it's not making a huge metropolitan town or anything. I'm just making this much, but I want to give them more than just this bit here that really gets into the plot of the main sort of overarching thing. I want to have them be able to have some fun doing stuff that isn't necessarily plot based, because there's slave huts here. That's right, we're having slavery in this freaking thing because on my other videos you'll see that they're removing slavery from D&D and from all these other role-playing games because slavery is so bad. Like, the whole point of slavery is in your game is so that you can go and fight it and end it. I almost feel like I know the reason they're removing slavery from their games is because they want to bring slavery back for realsies, right? This game, if you have slavery in the game, you're teaching your kids and the men to confront slavery, to defeat slavery. it's almost like a practice, a drill in that sort of thing, and to learn about slavery and how bad and horrific it was, and to role play it out. They don't want you to do that. They don't want you to know about slavery. The only slavery they want you to know about is white man bad took black man, enslaved them. They don't want you to know about a massive amount of slavery across the world. Massive amount of slavery. 2,000 years easily before the Christians ever did it in that the African slave trade to the New World, which only lasted less than 300 years. But the massive amount of pagan slavery before that, during, and after that the pagans did, the godless did, they don't want to talk about that. They want to erase that. So anyway, it's in here because when the church in the 6th, 7th century was starting to spread across Europe, slavery everywhere was slavery. The Christians were the first to buy slaves and then free them. That's what they had to start with in the 6th, 7th century, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 7th century. They couldn't end it immediately because the church wasn't strong enough yet to do that. And the church in modern day today is so weak that we see child trafficking has increased. Slavery is returned to Africa and the Middle East. The Chinese are all slaves and they're using, it's everywhere now. Slavery is just, there's no America, there's no church confronting it in the world. We're buying all our products off Amazon. They're coming from slave factories from China. And of course, Trump is evil because he wants to tariff that and confront that. Okay, so I'm going to create this town where there's a little bit more going on. Maybe some fun stuff. The failed church, the slave huts, the slave huts and the arenas are kind of a side quest, so that's kind of fun. The main quest is dealing with the lords of Lugano, and then the witches out in the forest, and the one out in the marshes that are killing the monks and that come to help the church. Okay, but let's so aside from that, I want, and this is all described here in the arenas. No, not the arenas. In the following adventures. But I moved up 2 pages. I took them away from something else, and I want to make this town have a little more stuff, for them to do, especially shopping. Right? We all love shopping in role playing games, and the shopping here is getting one die rank, 2 die rank type of items. What is that? A 1 die rank is a bonus, that you can add to your other die ranks to then add to your rolls, d20, and you get a d20, just like in regular dungeons. This is just like Dungeons and Dragons, as far as the d20 system. D20 plus your trait, like prowess is, strength or agility. You get your d20, your trait. I'm going a little game mechanics here, and then you got your die ranks. Your die ranks have to do with the dice, the D4, the D6, the 8, D10, D12. You can add that to your roll as well. One of them, obviously 1 die rank is 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 die ranks. You can go past 5 die ranks to 6 die ranks, right? If you go to 6 die ranks, right, that's a D12 and then a D4. You roll them together and pick the highest. If you have 8 die ranks, this is a D12, and you got 3 left over. That's a D4, D6, D8, a D8. So you have a D12 and a D8. And you get to roll them with your D20 and your trait. But again, that's a dice pool, so D12 and a D8, roll that, pick the highest. That's the way I do it in here as far as your profession bonus, your skill bonus, and all that, is using die ranks. That way you get this little dice pool, and you pick the highest as you increase die ranks. And die ranks can come from anything. They can come from your gear, your blessings, your high ground, the situation, you inspire die. All these things add up to your die ranks. And then you turn that into a dice pool and pick the highest from that to add to your D20 and your trait. The reason I do it that way is because that way you can have a whole bunch of die ranks in there, 12, 15, getting them from all kinds of different ways. And because it's like an average there, the dice pool picking the highest, you don't become too powerful, too fast. And there's really isn't a limit, right? Because that sort of dice pool still kind of creates a little average, even though you can increase the chances of the average going up. You could still roll a 1, or a 2 or whatever. Okay, let's get back to this. So die ranks is, wanting to get gear and stuff is obviously an important part of a game. Wanting to get die ranks or bonus items or, magical. I consider, instead of me doing like magical, these die ranks are they're not magical. They're just well made. Like a Gladius made in an amazing way that no one understands how it was made. You could call that a +1, +2 Gladius, but what I call it, +1 die rank Gladius, +2 die ranks. But it's not necessarily magical. It's like made from a rare, alloy steel that no one knows how they did it, etc., etc. So that's how I do that. Also, like the holy items that give them die ranks and bonus, those, they're not, they could be, I guess, holy, and you could consider them that way. You can interpret it that way, or you could interpret it in the way, in the sense of like they sort of psychologically encourage the person. If I'm holding a cross while I'm praying, that's kind of a, like the rosemary for Catholics. That's sort of a psychological, obviously, okay, I'm not trying to, obviously for Catholics, the rosemary is not psychological. It's like for them, very, very part of the faith. But holding a cross or holding your Bible and praying gives you that extra oomph of whatever. Whether I say it's psychological or you say it's real, a real holy blessing or whatever. I'm not, that's not my, I'm not going to argue that point with you. So you interpret it how you want. I'm not going to go into legalism with other Christians because it's unnecessary. God will sort us out in the end, but what I want is for us to just do anything Christian, in the role-playing game. Bring back the church, the knowledge of the church history, bring it back, in the game, in this role-playing game. I don't consider what we do sacred as evangelists. What we do is not sacred because you can fail, right? You and I can fail at whatever we're doing for the Lord. So it's not sacred what we're doing. We're persevering. We're doing it for the Lord. Our sanctification, our journey, our learning of the Christ isn't a sacred thing because we make mistakes. So we shouldn't like stop or second guess ourselves in what we're doing. I mean, we should do the best we can, but I don't feel like we should stop what we're doing because, is this sacred? Is this not sacred? I'm not concerned about that, personally. So what I'm doing now is building out this town. I want to build it out. And in the rules book, we have a section here where you can build it out. So I have used this chart here, workshop rows here on the right. And I added this D63. So what that means is you roll a D6 and then there's 3 on each one. So then you roll a D3, D6 divided by 2 and pick one. Or you can pick one, whatever. So I rolled that out. Or I brought that list into here and I picked out 3 rolls for the main sort of ones you can get bonuses from. Grocer, tinsmith, and perfumist is what I've rolled out. And the perfumist is over here. I made an NPC. So she has some items here. I rolled out her sort of characteristics as far as like what she can do. I rolled out her conversion level, which is a 6. So she thinks she's doing good. I mean, and I just came up with that she knows the other evil witches in the area and she hates them, and so you can get in with this person and maybe turn her into a Christian because she's pretty close as a 6, so she's not inherently evil or anything. And I give her some skills based on what I thought she would be doing. I haven't done the tinsmith and grocery. I just rolled those out. So I just rolled a D6. I rolled a D6 and then a D3 to decide which ones, what 3 top ones are in. Then I rolled 3, same way, D6, D3, to subtract 3 so that they're not available in this area. For like if they decide they want to get gear in a certain way. So these are the only shops in this area. So then I brought this down to here. And then I'm going to use that this list here to make off some stuff. Maybe. I want to roll. I want to do let me do the grocer right now. I haven't really it's going to be kind of a hodgepodge of notes basically and then I'll figure it out. Okay, but let me do the grocer. So the grocer is going to be rations, where you get rations from. So this guy sort of collects all the local farm stuff or it's a market stall area or whatever. That can be. It could probably be near the Monsango Inn that I have a little bit here. The Monsango. I'd like to build this out a little more as well. The Monsango Inn. But let me roll out this grocer. So what I'm going to roll out. I don't even know what the heck I'm first going to roll out. I do want to get this cost of stuff in over here. I'd like to have, I'm not trying to fill in space. I'm trying to I want these spreads to be all your info, all you need to do things. And this campaign book is kind of meant to teach you guys and myself about the stuff you would need for your own game and just getting familiarized with the rules and what you can use and stuff. I'm going to try to get this in here I might even have it here somewhere. I might have thrown it down somewhere. I don't know. Oh, the Lords of Logano. I've got this over here. Yeah, okay, so I do have a page of the Lords, which is really the main storyline stuff. And then this area, but I want to do more of the side stuff that you can kind of just go and explore and have fun. So I'm going to dense this up a little bit so that it doesn't take as much space, okay? The grocer. So what am I going to do with the grocer? Market hall plots. I wonder if I should do market hall plots. Did I do that already? I did the Monsango Inn, and there was nothing going on in the Monsango Inn. And the arena is its own thing. Let me do the market hall is tied in with the grocer, because that's kind of what he probably runs, the market hall. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this market hall and roll maybe a plot or something to kind of start off this character. 5. Talk and fear of opposing market hall. Vengeance. Okay, so wow, that's interesting. Okay, let me roll this person's conversion level, and it's going to be an average, or D8. It could go 1, it could go 8. 8 is Christian or close to Christian, and 1 is very violently evil. 8. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's wow. CL8. Wow. So good guy, hardcore. Good guy, Christian. Yeah, good guy. Hardcore. Well, and by the way, it doesn't mean they're full on Christian. It just means that they're ready for Christianity. They're ready for something. Talk and fear of opposing market hall. Okay, so they're obviously in fear. Vengeance. Ooh. I think maybe because the Christians don't believe in vengeance. But I'm going to have it be that this person is there's a cycle of vengeance between the two. So this person obviously hates it, but doesn't know what else to do, kind of thing. Cycle of vengeance. What is the other market hall, though, since I don't have one here? Man, this is going to be a weird, interesting... let me get the grocer's name. That always kind of helps me think of this thing. Okay, so here it is right here. I'll just do the second chart. Okay. 4, 15, 4. Tibius. Grocer, Tibius. I just do, that looks good. Tibius, okay. What else? Grocer. So grocer is kind of like just all rations and stuff. And since rations +1 die rank stuff. So I'm just leaving that as a note, like I could come up with something. But man, this talk and fear of opposing market hall. Cycle of vengeance, wow. So I was going to have him be like maybe over here. I mean, it could be that they fear the people at the arena, or they fear someone at the fish market. I don't know. Like that's something I'm just going to have to come up with. I'm going to come up with something in a minute. Let me do the tinsmith. That's an intriguing thing, though. Tinsmith. Let's get this guy's name first. I'm going to do the name. I'll go with this. The first row, 19, 12, 18, 19, through 12, Fruid, 12 and 18, Fruidia. Ooh, maybe it's a woman, Fruidia. I mean, it could be a guy. Fruidia, Tinsmith, Fruidia. All right, the conversion level, here we go, D8. 1! Oh my gosh. Evil, violent. Yikes. That's... Now, again, someone that's a tinsmith isn't themselves necessarily outright violent, but they want to kill anyone that gets in their way. So they'll immediately hire, criminal war boss thing. Wow. I'm kind of freaked out about this already. I got a 1 and an 8. What the heck? Can I get some, man. And there in the Bible, in the New Testament, there was a silversmith, right? That was very, I wouldn't say violent, but very hindering of the apostle Paul. Right? Oh well, no yawning. Oh my goodness, I think I'm ready for a week of Thanksgiving. Okay, Man, that threw me. That really throws me off here. All right, let me get back. Wait, I'm going the wrong direction. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's a tinsmith, so I don't need to roll any of this other stuff. I could do a social standing on these guys. You know, like just to see. Let me get some color there. Social standing. Let me do the grocer. Like, are they noble? Are they part of the labor? Just basic labor and doing basic stuff. Where's my D12s? Okay. Here goes the grocer. 12! Wow. Noble patrician landowner with profession, but only 1 in 20 of these leaders are, real royalty are leaders. Rest are family, royal, servant, advisor, enforcer. Okay. Let me roll a D20. So if I roll a 1, they're going to be super high. 18. Okay, that's fine. So they're, okay, so this person is a noble, grocer, noble, grocer Tibius, grocer, patrician grocer Tibius. Well, he could be from the Lombards, so which is probably okay. Lombardy noble lineage, noble member. Okay, now let me roll for that's. So this is wow. Okay, so pretty helpful person, man. Oh, and if you get in with this guy, if they find this person, the grocer, and get in with them, they're gonna get some he would probably gift them with a bunch of 1 die rank or 2 die rank rations so that they can use them to persuade people, bless their food, make their food better, all that kind of stuff. So that'd be pretty interesting. So the tinsmith, here we go. 11. Whoa. Profession, owner, or integral member, use list. Okay, well, I already got the tinsmith. So wow. Patrician class. All right, so I should need to say Lord Grocer, Lord Tibius. I need to say Lord because it's or Dominus or I'm not gonna say Dominus because they're Lord something. All right, tinsmith for patrician Frutia. Could that be a woman? Because it just sounds like a female name. I mean, could be. And tinsmith. So, I know. +1 die rank. Yeah, pagan trinkets, idols, shrine wear. Making stuff for the shrines of the worshippers and stuff. Man, I already did the perfumist. Ooh, man, these are freaky deaky. I'm going to then. I'm a little freaked out right now. Okay, I'm going to. We did market hall, tavern. Oh, here's another market hall. That's the grocer market hall. Did I already do a witch hut? Let me see. Oh, I did the perfumist. All right, let me do another witch hut, or craft shop duo operation, because I've done the workshop role, and I want to do a craft shop duo operation, meaning a couple more buildings in there, or part of these. I want to get a little more refined. Just use this roll here. So let me roll. 4. Magician or sorcerer and workshop roll. Pick one. Does both. Okay, so there's a sorcerer magician in there. Let me roll which one. I'll do it based off of this. Now, and if I roll the ones that I already have here, I'll pass those. So let me roll for this magician. Ooh, sorcerer 3. Parchment maker, legal offices. So 1 or 2. 1 parchment maker. So another character we have is the parchment maker. Makes basic parchments, but I would say Magus, yeah, magician, because that sounds right for parchment. Magus, and let me make this. You know, I'm gonna do a character class like Slay. 7. I'm basically just using all the different charts and sort of adding more and more flavor to the town. You know, and I'm using the NPC kind of thing here, and then going to the town thing and kind of rolling different parts here that I just want to use to guide me, give me ideas, so I don't have to make it all up myself. I like to have little guideposts here, so I think it's fun. 7. I rolled a 7. Hired hand, some freedom, mercenary, traveler, adventurer. Okay, we're talking. Yeah. So we're a magus, a traveling, hire. Yeah, let me hired a professional, but I don't know if professional is the right term here. Let me get one of the terms here. A 7. Hired hand, mercenary, traveler, adventurer, retired. A hired hand, traveler, retired. We'll do that. That kind of scope. But he's now doing this. Okay, and then the name. Let me get the name. That kind of helps me kind of give me some flair. I'm going to go with the sorcerer name because of it's supposed to be some sort of magician. And where is that at? It's down here somewhere. I have them all at the back as a reference, condensed to be easier, but let me just use it here. 1177. Crag Sitherv. Okay, maker magus. Crag Sitherv. That's interesting. Crag Sitherv. Pachat Mega Magus Crag Sitherv. And let me roll his. Now, do I do just a D8 or do I do 2D8 and pick the lowest? No, I can do D8 because he could be good. Could be good. Just doesn't know the faith. Doesn't know. 2. Okay, well, there we go. 2. I gotta type in here. Boy. This guy's a jerk. Conversion level 2. Let me get that in quotes, huh? It's right here. This is my little list of conversions. 2. Manipulative evil. +4 DR resist. Will use violence to a slave if at great advantage. Okay, so yeah, the number 1 conversion just, is skullduggery. They're definitely in the 5 D rank resist. Probably not chosen. Chances are. If they resist, it is permanent, not chosen. Like, not saved. We'll use... Okay. Whew. Okay. And these conversion levels are kind of their permanent underpinning, right? And if you can get them to go up, still keep that in mind as a GM for if things should change with the church. Like if the church suddenly gets weak and destroyed, they could these individuals, like as major characters, if you have them destroyed, could go back to that. That's my take on it. You can do what you want with that, but that's my take on it. Manipulative evil can resort to violence. +4 DR resist. Okay. Evil violence, skullduggery. So this skullduggery, +5 DR resist. If resist, never again. Okay. The tinsmith person is definitely part of some sort of criminal organization for sure, right? Wow, I am just scared. Wow. And tinsmith, I can change that to, well, it's not the weaponsmith, so I didn't roll weaponsmith. So tinsmith is definitely, I'm not going to say they have weapons then. Obviously, you're not going to be able to buy. Renowned, though. This is tinsmith Farida is renowned for skills. Renowned for tinware. Renowned for work. Okay. Whew. Parchment Maker, Magus Crag Sithar, Manipulate Evil, can resort to violence, plus 40 resist, Iron Hand. What else about that guy? Man, what a jerk. Oh, I've got all this additional flavor and stuff. Do I want to add there some additional flavor? Just for the fun of it? Let me do one. I'm going to tie it in with these NPCs that I'm creating right now. Let me... I'm going to tie it in. So let me just roll. I'm just trying to get more... I'm trying to throw in a bunch of stuff. I'm using different parts of the rules and just helping me come up with things. So let's roll here. Side quest. Let me do the side quest in flavor. D12. All right. Yeah. 2. Only weak rumors of tomfoolery and mishaps by locals, rumor mongers keep beguiling smiles. Rumor mongers keep beguiling smiles. Okay, that's really confusing. Oh man, can I use this? Only weak rumors of tomfoolery and mishaps by locals. So rumor mongers keep beguiling smiles. I wonder if I could write that better, because what it's saying is, keep using beguiling smiles, because they're always talking about stuff, and yeah, that one's kind of weak. So why did I put it in there? And how then can I use it? Only weak rumors. Wait. Oh, what does it really mean though? Real plot down here, D6. Okay. Let's roll this. Man, I forgot about that. 6. Once discovered, it is openly part of the main plot as an alliance or caused by the main plot. Okay. There's our answer. There's our answer. So there's going to be people talking about the tinsmith, parchment maker, weak rumors of tomfoolery and mishaps. Oh, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's this and that. Once discovered, it is openly part of the main plot. So they're okay. So the patrician Farida works for the... works probably for Jambariath, obviously. Jambariath is the main sorcerer in the area that runs what's going on. Okay. I'm getting some stuff here. But I still want to make sure that they have options. Okay. I don't want this anymore. So I'm just coming up with Fruita serves I can't believe I think I'm getting to learn how to spell this. Jambariath. Yep, Jambariath. Serves Jambariath. Isn't that a cool name? Jambariath. Okay. Frida serves Jambariath, making 10 idols of Roman ancestors. So there's that. Renowned. Funds assassinations for Jambariath. Is the secret hideaway for the Praetorian agents. I like that. So this is all going to be where the reveal is of the Praetorian agents. Even they work in the arena and stuff, but they go to her place. I'm gonna say it's a her. For their refuge or whatever, their hidden place. So Lord Tibius is the good guy. He doesn't know all this that's going on. I'm saying, oh, he's fearful of the cycle of vengeance. Opposing market hall. So I'm gonna say he's a fear of them all. So a fear and talk and fear of opposing the pagan plots, you know, change it to that. The pagan plots and business, especially of the tinsmith. Cycle of vengeance. So they don't touch him because he's a lord, you know. They don't want to mess with that. Thankfully, he's a lord, so that's what sort of protects him. But he's still fearful of it because some of his employees and stuff are getting killed or whatever. Yeah, let me write that down. They won't harm him, but some of his most trusted servants, his most trusted servants are killed if he gets out of line. Okay, so that's interesting. You know, just something to keep in mind as you roleplay when you roleplay this person, or these people. I want to add some more to this though. What else? There's more here. Okay, additional flavor. Let's try that. D12. Oh, 5. Add a ruin, reroll, and add that as the occupants. If this is rolled again, add traps and hidden treasure. Oh, add a ruin, reroll, and add. Okay, so the occupants is the D12 again. 7. Add a merchant and a wagon of trifle things. Really? Wait, in here? Wait, in the town though? I want to add it in the town. I'm gonna disregard that. That's sort of outside. Descriptive themes of paganism. Let me. What's this one here? Curse table. I don't need that right now. Descriptive themes of paganism in the area. Yeah, I already have all that. Let me see what else. I have all this stuff, so I don't. This is kind of meant to be for the out of a. Oh, remember. Change this to. This is to remind me. There's monster chart as well, and I want to somehow put that in here somewhere. I'm not doing that right now. Okay. Man, I need this to be big. All right, what else? I don't know what else to do here. Let me go back to the town thing. I mean, what I'm doing is enough. You know, that they'll find some plots and stuff. Let me what about some of these ones maybe? No. The shrine. Do I want to do a shrine anywhere in here? Well, no, I don't have a shrine. What about the fish market over here? I don't have anything going on here, you know? I literally don't. So let me the piers and the fish market. It's not like a sea coast thing. But let me write this down. Okay. Lakeside boats and dock. What is going on there? Whew. Okay. What do I have for that? What can I use? Okay, so let's do a village outskirts. It's sort of a. I already know what it is, so let me do this thing here. The tribal character remote. Let me just. Because these the first two are meant to be sort of what is the business, and we know what the business is, like fishing and just the boats. And all right, let me roll a d10 because I'm trying to get more sort of plotty stuff going on here. 10. Slaves in operation, mining, farming, extensive operation. Reroll d8 for what kind, but in a bad way. D8, okay. 4. Banditry, criminal element. Okay, slave operation. Criminal element. Whoa. See, now that's interesting. Let me write that down. Slave operation. Criminal element. Oh boy. Oh, and because it's like that, I'm actually going to go back to what I said. Yeah, you're gonna have to be familiar with all this. This thing, okay. The pagan hex crawl. But I'm going to go to the rumors thing, real plot. No, wait, not real plot. What am I going to do? No. Modus operandi? No. Let me just look at it. Okay. Slave operation, criminal element. What is the criminal element? What are they doing? Oh man, this is tough. Like, what do I use? What else can I use? I'm just trying to add in more stuff. The town. I don't know what to do. I'm really stuck here. I rolled this as sort of an outskirts thing. Criminal element. Stealing. Slaves. Man, nothing's come to mind right now. I'm going to pause because I need to just think. I can feel the camera on me. Let me pause and think for a sec. Okay, I literally cannot come up with anything for the slaver thing. So I'm going to make it very simple. They're just slavers. They've got a few slaves. They treat them badly. They force them on the boats to go fish or, do whatever they work. And it just looks bad. That's all I can think of. So I'm going to do it. And I'm going to, they're violent. So we're going to have some goons who have slaves. And no one bothers them because they're doing boat stuff. Anyway, so really bad slavers. Just criminally treat slaves horrible, working on boats and fishing. Just really bad. Let me CL1. So this is like everyone fears them and ignores them because they're just really looking bad, and they just let them do their thing. So not savable. I'm say not savable, but slaves are. Let me roll a d8. 8. Slaves are Christians. Boom. There we go. Boom. There we go. I just rolled an 8. So are Christians. So and that's why they have them there. Yeah. Okay. They take them from the church. The X took from the church. Brother Thanagus may recall, sadly, but he doesn't necessarily know they're there because he's they just left the church. Know where they are, but they haven't returned to church, and he just feels that they have abandoned him because of all the monks dying, getting killed off. So that's cool. That's a creepy, sad little thing. Let me get some names for these guys because obviously they're gonna want to know their names. They always, what's the name of the villains? I don't know. I don't have every freaking name. All right, let me roll the social standing of this group of slavers because they could be lowly laborers themselves. Oh, I just rolled a 12. Okay, this is getting scary. Let me roll a d20. Could be nat 20. I decided the 1 was actually the choice, but a nat 20 I'm going to say is going to be pretty scary nonetheless. Roll a nat 20. Kind of messed up here. Yikes. This is going to be related to Duke Selskoriak. Selskoriak's, oh my gosh. The evil person is related to the Duke. Wow. Yeah, I don't even know how they're gonna. Evil slaver is related to the Duke as a half brother. Let's say. You know, the Duke does and doesn't like him. All right, let me get this person's name. Whew, man, I messed up. This is really coming. 418. Sevix 41 Sevixum. Wow. Dominus Sevixum. Wow. Wow. Oh man, and his goons. So he runs this area, has them in shackles, these Christians, makes them do all the stuff there. Yeah, so why not? He's a pagan. You can do that. You can slave people. Woo! Man, that took a lot out of me right there. Wow. Okay. This goes. So we have a tinsmith, we have a grocer, we have the parchment, we have the lakeside area. Whew. Monsango Inn, I think, is a little. Well, I've rolled it out. That's kind of what I got. So that's a nothing burger there. I'm going to stick with that. Craftsman Row. What do we have? Also, we have bakery, weaver, shoemaker. Armor. Let's do the armor and the weaponsmith, because there's always things that people are going to want to go to. All right, let's do the armor. Let's do it. Whether this person is a good person or not, let's find out. And based on their social standing, and so this person doesn't really have anything special, like, you know, +1 die rank or anything. But who knows? I'm going to do their social standing, because if they're a slave, they could just be someone who literally is a slave under somebody else, and they just sit there and repair armor or whatever comes with their way, and they're probably low skilled. I mean, they might have good skills. I don't know. We'll see. Roll 6. Hired hand. Okay, so this is a hired hand armor. Okay, hired hand, free person, laborer, basic. You know. So yeah, no one's special, but they're not slaves or anything. They can work and do what they want. I mean, you know, under certain. Okay, I'm gonna give him 2-syllable name. I'm gonna do 1 from the first one and 2 from the second one. 15 and a 4. Monber the armor. Armorer Monber. There we go. Let's roll their conversion level. Come on, something average. 2, man. Evil dude. Okay, you know. CL2, manipulative evil. Wow. Okay, there you go. There you go. I'll just copy this one. Can resort to violence. +40 resist. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to deal with this, you know, they're evil. They could, but if they do try to evangelize, this will come into play. If they don't evangelize and just do business with this person, you know, they're just going to charge them a lot, I'm assuming, for whatever, and take it or leave it, kind of a thing. That's, you know, that's kind of how that's how I would GM this thing. I would just automatically turn it into like some violent plot or anything. But there's no special items, basic work and repair at high cost for anyone that is not in his inner circle. Yeah, so that's pretty basic, you know. Yeah, I can build him out a little more, but not much more than that. I would give him just a, you know, basic +2 die rank for different skills or things that he needs to do, and, you know, even trade or for the smithing, and that's enough. Okay, so let me do the weaponsmith guy. And I'll place them too at some point. So again, weaponsmith, nothing special because he's not one of the ones I selected as bold. So nothing. I mean, you know, I'm assuming like the knight or paladin will probably want to go and see the weaponsmiths just to see if there's something special. So let us roll this individual. They could be a slave or someone amazing. I've not gotten a slave yet, which is odd because a slave is 1 through 5. 9. Wow. Pagan exclusive. I forgot about that one. Ooh. This person only makes weapons for the pagans. Wow. So if anyone else in town wants a weapon, they don't get one. I mean, they have to come bring their own or whatever. He doesn't even. Ooh. All right. Let me roll conversion level. I'm very good. I'm gonna do a 2d8. Obviously, pick the lowest. 4. Of course, this I roll an average. CL4. So what does that mean? Conversion level 4. So you have a potential chance of converting them. So what is the? Come on. Where are you? I feel like I should have this everywhere. Neutral, evil. Very suspicious, cautious. Plus 2 die risk. Okay. Neutral, evil, cautious. Plus 2 die rank. Resist. All right. Let me get the name. I will do your basic 2-syllable name. All right, 2-syllable name. So I'll do the second row first one and first row second one. So 6 and an 8. 6. Giselle. Weaponsmith Giselle. Okay, so this is pagan exclusive. He won't do any business with anyone else. Interesting. See, that's going to be an interesting sort of interaction. No. Yeah. Who are you from? Who do you work for? Are you with the gladiators? Do you want to? Oh, the priest, the temple priest. Oh, we don't have a temple here. Maybe I should do a temple. Like an actual pagan temple. I don't even have a pagan temple. Interesting. And I'm going to do that. Man, oh, you know, I don't have something like that actually in the game rulebooks. That's interesting. Pagan temple. Oh, pagan temple shrine or whatever. I don't have, you know what? I mean, I don't have it as sort of a role in these option, which is interesting. Like I have the witch's hut, but I don't have like a pagan temple thrown in here somewhere. Ugh. We got a shrine. Well, temple here, 11, Temples Academy, Academia. Yeah, I have that. But I don't have like a temple thing, which is interesting. I'm not going to add it to the rule book either, because I space-wise, and I don't want to. I might add something here though. I do have at the back here. I do have something here. Oh, hold on. This. Let me write down that. Interesting though. Pagan temple. Roll for one in town. Roll for types in town and then what kinds there. So I'm gonna do something like that as a supplemental, add-on thing. But let's just say that there is a pagan temple in town. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. And here I got some funny ways of creating weird kind of temple names. They're a little off, but these are some examples. Tentacles of the Magic Lice. Angelic Beastmen of Jupiter. Cult of Fire. Rat Talons of the Goose-Stone. Troll Skull of the Crocodiles. I know, these are Vampiric Elves of the Horned Owl. But I've done names of things that I've heard, although this is the oddball. Good luck with that. And remember, these are all things that have been known in pagan times in the real world. I mean, these all dwarves and elves are things that are known back then. So, Death of the Bright Fire, Thorns of the Leech. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make a weird temple that they can go see and visit. So let me just do this as an add-on. I know I'm kind of switching between the two, but let me see. There's a D4 there. Roll a D4 for how many words? Okay. I'm gonna do a whole new one. Two words. If 4, roll again. Okay. Roll a D6 for each chart to use. There, and then we go to the chart. So 2 words. Let me roll D6. 1 and a 3. All right. There's a 1 there, which is a D20. 19. Possessed. Oof. And then the second word is a 3 chart. Nature, shamanistic. 17. Oh, possessed sea depths. Okay. Possessed sea depths, which is the lake. So, possessed. Oof, I don't even know what that means. Okay. Possessed lake thing. Okay, let me go back up. There's a temple of the souls of the lake. And their goal is to have them come and possess you for visions or whatever. So, yeah, let's do that. See? Now, it's all hogwash, but okay. There's going to be a temple of the souls of Lakdu. So, when when you die, your souls. So, go there. Okay. So there we go. And this temple is about communing with ancestors in the lake. See, that's kind of, they're gonna be like, no, this is bad. We gotta change this. Okay, let me add there's a sorcerer there. There we go. I know I'm switching from, what was I working on here? I was working on, the weaponsmith Giselle makes things for people, and then there's no pagan temple. So anyway, I like this. I like this pagan temple thing. Let me roll on the. This might change my idea of the temple, but I'm going to roll on the pagan activities, focusing just on this temple, which this one here, family-friendly paganism. Like, what is the style of that paganism? So let me do D12. Roll it. 1. Friendly white magic. Okay, it's going to be silly. It's going to be a fun, silly temple that they go to visit. So that, like, this person is you will see your ancestors. They're resting in the lake, and they will come and possess me. Yeah. They possess the witch, who then let's see what the activity is, because I actually have a chart here for some basic activity. That's the white magic of it. The activity actually is up here by the town because of the witch hut. This thing, the witch hut. I'm going to roll that for the type of temple thing it does. 1. Bone, trinket, reader, tribal, creeper, shamanic. Yeah, okay, so just basic stuff. Just nothing too... It could be anything. Possess the witch, who then talks as the ancestor. Or, So, like a fortune teller. I'm going to keep it pretty basic. Let me roll the witch. Should be the shaman. The shaman. Where is the name? Okay. Let me do the name of the shaman. I feel like it's going to be a guy, like a feminine guy. That's just kind of what I'm going. I just feel that notion, so I'm going to do that. So sorcerer name. I'll just do 2 syllables because this is kind of silly. 18:7. Ursith the shaman. Possess the shaman, who then talks. Okay. Ursith the shaman. I'm gonna make this one fun and silly. I think that's okay. Friendly white magic, healing and frivolities. Fun and silly. So we're gonna have a nice Souls Temple of the Souls of Lake de Lalagano. Temple of the Souls of Lake de Lalagano. I think that's a fun little, you know. Oh, let me roll a conversion level. So if this person's violent, they're going to be silly violent, like get out of here, you know, and start beating them weakly. Oh wow, 6 and 7. So conversion level 6. So they're feeling a little ready to convert. 6 is listeners. So yeah, this is sort of a, you know, listener. Yeah, so, you know, knows something good. So this is a potential for them to convert someone and really make a change and end this temple and maybe turn it into a little church. Although I'm going to make this a little shack of a church, so not much of a church. Let me just go back to here. Some little shack somewhere, you know, or part of a building, like a corner. You know, you could literally have just a part of a building as well. Okay. So there's that. The weaponsmith Giselle, got that. Salter. Oh. I was thinking of making the Salter, this Lakeside Boats and Dock, you know, putting the Salter there. They you know, that's a labor-intensive salt thing. Labor-intensive salt. It's, I mean, at the lake, there wouldn't be salt mines along the lake coast. That'd only be in the sea. Labor-intensive salt mines or something. Salt cleaning. No. Just thinking. I can't think of anything for that. Okay, you know what? I'm going to stop here. I think this is enough for now. I can build this out. Wait, oil maker. Let me do the oil maker. I'm going to do the oil maker. I haven't done any of the ones in the middle here. I'm going to make them all one big list. It's all basic items, but I'm going to just go for it. Okay. All right, here we go. Oil maker, lamplight, and rope maker. Now, they can have more than just one skill, you know, or thing they do. But let's just go with this. Oil maker. Let me do the conversion levels first, because I just want to get there. Wow, he's evil. CL1. Wow. Lamplight. 2. Boy, these guys just don't like anybody. Man, rope maker. 8. I keep getting these extremes. This is a whacked out town, let me tell you. Okay, wow. Oof. Okay. I don't even feel like, I don't even know if I can do anything else besides that. But let's what did I do? Why did I get? Oh, oil maker. Where's that roll I did where they just pagan only? Like, what did I do there? Oh, profession. Okay. Sorry, go up to profession. Yeah, here. Okay. Let me do the social standing, like what they do. Oil maker, 3. So, like a lowly laborer. Okay. Evil lowly guy. Oil maker, you know, owned by somebody else. Lowly laborer. A 3, I wouldn't say is a slave. So, oil maker, slave, owned by. Well, it's pretty evil. Owned by tinsmith. Yeah. You know. So like literally a servant of tinsmith, like a loyal servant, but makes the oil too, you know, but obviously works for that person. Boy, lamplight and oil maker are kind of similar because oil is for the lamps and da da da. I wonder if I should differentiate something else, but that's okay for now. Okay. Let me get the name of this person, which is going to be one syllable. Let's do one syllable. 7. Ag. Oil maker. Ag. Okay. Slave owned by tinsmith. Now, they'll sell you oil and candles and things, but all pretty basic and crappy. All right, let me go on to the next person. 12. What? That is so confusing. All right, D20 might be a super noble or just a regular patrician. The lampright. Lampright lord or patrician or merchant. Sorry, I'm looking at. Okay, whatever. Roll the 12. Let me roll on the first chart. 3 syllables. 3 syllables. 7, 13, 13. Voluiliach. Lord Voluiliach. Oh, wait. 12 can also be merchant, no, patrician landowner with profession. Land, okay. So I'm going to say a lampright. Merchant lord. Voluiliach. Very evil. Manipulative evil. Okay, well, manipulative evil makes sense. But is he with the pagans or against the pagans? Like you know, his own thing. What can I roll that? Not that necessarily that is pagan. Modus operandi. Let me do that for this person. See how evil they are. 6. Tyranny. What's tyranny? +4 DR resist. Once tyranny power. What's tyranny power? Where's a lampright one? Tyranny power. Whew. But who's he with? Who's he aligned with? Or is he aligned with anyone at all? Ugh. A lampright. Tyranny. What the heck? What do you do? All right, let me try a family-friendly paganism. D12. I have no idea. 1. That makes no sense. Why did I roll a 1? That is, I already rolled a 1. Okay. I mean, tyranny, power, friendly white magic, healing, and frivolities. Lamprights are lamps or oil lanterns and things. That is so confusing. I'm trying to like, how can I work with that? Oh, let me go to this thing here. Pagan motive of the leader. Okay. I'm going to roll a D12 because this is crazy. And it could go 6. Finding power, seeks black magic. Kind of gone, knows their power is evil now. Okay. There. That's creepy. If they're that evil, there's got to be something going on here, you know? I'm going to say that this person is a dabbler who thinks that they dabbling enough in this stuff, they can get somewhere, you know? I'm just thinking here. I don't want them to be a pagan activity. not going to go any further than that. That's enough as far as that person. The lampright, though. I mean, you could be a lampright and not necessarily do just lampright. You could do other things. I just don't know who this person is working with. And I don't want to pick them. I want it to be rolled somehow. I think whoever. Let me just keep that as is right now. I might come to me. All right, the rope maker. Let me get their class. They're sort of. I hope I don't roll another 12. All right, here we go for here. Social standing. 7. Okay. Hired hand, mercenary, traveler, adventurer. Okay, so 7. That's fine. They're kind of a basic. I'll give them 2 syllables. Second table. 4 and 5. Tvig. Rope maker Tvig. Tvig. I'm gonna say a merchant. I don't even think I have a merchant in this thing. Lowly merchant. And working for a profession owner. Use list. Oh, use next list. Use profession. Guild. Profession owner. Guild merchant. Owner, guild merchant, use profession list. Yeah. Apprentice, new member, working for merchant. For guild merchant. Okay. I haven't even gotten bandits, gangs. Anyway, okay. So not merchant. Hired hand. Rope maker, hired hand. So somebody else owns this person, but they're a Christian, so yeah, who owns them? Who would own this person? All right, let me roll in the profession list just to see. Maybe it's one of the others. If I roll 20. Tavern. Sango. That's kind of weird. Owned by, or hired by. Hired by Sango. Adjacent business. There's that. Rope maker, ropes, climbing tools. Drapes, etc. Lampright does lamps, candles, metal, imports from Milan. That makes kind of cool sense. Runs. You know what? This person is going to go to the pagan temple. Yes. There we go. Goes to pagan temple of the souls. There we go. Of Lakdu. Because of the same friendly white magic and healing frivolities. So this person, Lord Merchant Lord Volulech, frequents the pagan temple. Very evil, though. No, I'm not going to say any goons or anything. So that'll be kind of funny, like this person is very egotistical. Yeah, egotistical. Wants power. Egotistical goofball. You can do so. Goofball. Yeah. Okay. The oil maker Og, I think it's just dark. This will be an assassin-y dude. This will be the guy that, kind of a muscle. Loyal slave muscle. And it's oil maker, I think, poisons too. Like a knowledge of poisons. Gosh, the weaponsmith only works for the bad guys. So, I mean, basic weapons. So I'm not there. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, so we're filling out these interesting different characters that they can come across. Boy, that's I'm gonna work on this some more. Today was about rolling it out. See, so as you can see, it's I got stuff all over the place in the rule book you can use. You got to kind of be familiar with it. You can come up with your own lists. I'm gonna have some more at the back of this. Even I know it's all over the place, but that's the organicness of role playing games, man. That's the way it is, and this is my way of building out these interesting characters at Lugano that they can encounter and find as Christians, and have some fun, have some interesting stories. It's always fun to have different things that they can do other than the main plots, the storylines. Whew, man, I'm gonna write this out, but I got 2 pages of stuff here now that I can fill out. Pick some tokens for them and sort of place them in here, and then you GMs will have some stuff to work with. Okay, wow. All right, so that's a GM, me, the GM of 45 years GMing, and how I would come up with sort of my town plots and subplots and stuff like that. And you too can create your own like crazy lists like that, But I will say this about creating your own role-playing game. Don't do it. It's hard. I've been working this for 2 or 3 years now. I thought it would be so quick and easy and done. And I'm not even talking about this additional story stuff. I'm talking about the rules. And the rules are like 20, 30 pages max or whatever. And I'm still like, there's so many little spiderweb networks of things. Why I'm saying don't do it is because 1, I need your support to do this, and 2, it's a lot of work, and we all are sort of very, very diluted in it all. And I could use could I use some some of you out there that really want to make your own Christian role playing game. Boy, could I use your abilities and creativity to create settings and stories and more content for this, because the rules are, I consider to be pretty basic but fun and D20 based. And then the setting, and then also the Christian aspect of it, of evangelism, church planning, I think are very important. But what I don't have, is GMs, and what I also don't have is GMs making stuff that could add to this, like more content. So I'm just going to come out and say, if you're going to make your own role playing game, you're going to be like me, or worse, where we just are singular and don't have any support from anyone else. But I've spent, almost 3 years now working on this. And the last year has been kind of full time. I've lost a lot of potential for money and I've put in a lot of money into this, and I'm still struggling along. And I'm not saying I'm a professional. I'm not saying I know what the heck I'm doing. But I've been struggling along with this, and I, of course, was contentious and sort of shut out a lot of even Christian role players because of my contentious attitude towards not playing all the other role playing games. So there's that. But evangelism, church planning, exposing the paganism, exposing their love of slavery, their love of tyranny, their love of perversions and stuff, and exposing how pagan RPGs are teaching us to be pagan. Kind of essential things for me as far as a Christian role playing game and a ministry and a fellowship and a ministry. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep trucking along. I don't know how long I could do this. I'm not gonna do this full time. Once I get these 3 done, I'm gonna slow down, work on some other stuff and do some other things. But this is my last sort of big full time thing on it, I think. don't know. Depends on how. I don't foresee this like selling a ton anytime soon or at all, in a sense. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm doing stuff for the Lord. And I'm happy. But obviously, this is only for, I don't know who this is for, the market, because there's Christians, the big market Christians who don't believe in role playing games at all. Then there's the Christians who do play role playing games, but they're kind of silent on their faith, and they don't want to put their faith into the game and just want to play as a pagan, and they find what I say annoying and offensive or whatever. So who are my people is like, I don't know. But anyway, whatever. That's just the way it is. I'm doing this for the Lord, whether it succeeds or not. Anyway, in the game of life, roll holy dice.